Oh, hello everybody. I'm just doing a little bit of a review really on this Honda 1300. I'm on the little tiny back roads with it. Can it be done? Well, it does do them, but you're not going to break any speed records with it. But yeah, so this bike has now done 108,419 miles since it's been in my ownership. And what does it go like? It goes exactly like the day I bought it. Doesn't use any oil. And if you ride it sensibly like this, you'll get 60 to the gallon out of it. If you don't ride it sensibly, you'll get 130 miles out of a tank full. Tops, absolute tops. It's got a fuel light, it hasn't got a fuel gauge, it's got a fuel light, and when that comes on, if you can't see a garage, you're going to be pushing it. I don't know how much the reserve is, it's about, must be about an egg cup full. I was looking through the service history I've got with it now. I've kept. Trying to count up how many tyres I've got through in 108,000 miles. It's had 14 sets of tyres on it, and bearing in mind that the back one, which I haven't put on yet, it's an Avon Cobra, that was 200 quid. It starts adding up. But I got this bike out to make that last video on it and just tell you about it really. And I thought, well, I'll get it an MOT because I hadn't ridden it for 3 years, and the video that I did was just starting it up, see if it will start up. So I've serviced it again, it's all new oil, filters, everything. You have to do the valve clearances every 8,000 miles, which is a little bit better than Royal Enfield. But I thought I'd combine this late evening Sunday ride out with going to Felixstowe, because I've got to get some tobacco. Being a slave to the stuff. They say smoking stops you growing. Well, if I hadn't smoked, I'd have been 9'8". But anyway, more about this bike. It's extremely comfortable to ride, but it's got 33 degrees of brake, and it's pretty ponderous on the corners. I mean, after getting on off any of the Royal Enfields, this feels absolutely gargantuan. But you soon adapt to it, you know. I like the fact that there's a spacer between the bezel on the indicators and the actual indicator body, so you can actually see the lights flashing anyway. So you can tell if you've got a bulb gone or something like that. This bike will go 108,000 miles. It's still got the Dobbins in it. It will do 85 mile an hour in second gear, and it's 5-speed box. Don't ask me what it will do flat out, because I don't know. I've not had it flat out. But when I did the Iron Butt challenge on it, I put a brand new Metzler tyre on it, and it ate that in 1,000 miles. But my cruising speed was pretty high. Just took the centre right out of it because I was on motorways everywhere, which is what this bike is built for. And the model number is, it is just called the VT1300 Interstate, so it was meant for the interstates in America. and we've only got motorways, so I thought, well, I might as well just chuck the helmet cam on and just do a little ride out. I know you're all mostly Royal Enfield fans, and so am I. But I do have this, and it does say Volcanic Brown's Motorcycle World. It doesn't say Volcanic Brown's Royal Enfield World. I suppose it ought to, really, doesn't it? If I get a chance, I will make you another video tomorrow, because I'm picking up another Royal Enfield, and this one's a rare one. They only made 50, and I'm not going to say any more. You'll have to watch out for that one. That'll be my next video, I think. Yeah, we got deer, muntjac. That's your worst nightmare, deer, on these little back roads, especially at dusk like this. And I know all about those because back in the day I had an 883 Harley Sportster, and I was doing no more than this, about 30-35 miles an hour, and I went round a bend like this one here, and there was a stag standing in the road. And I sort of grabbed the brake, sort of braked like this, and it jumped over the hedge on that side. And I thought, oh, that was close. Anyway, so I opened the throttle up again, and the doe deer was on, the female one, was on this side of the road, and it jumped across me, right across the bike, and just took me straight off the back of the bike. And I compressed 2 vertebrae in my back. I used to be 6'7", I'm now 6'6", and I was in hospital, laid up in hospital for 3 weeks, strapped to a board, couldn't get up. All I could do was look at the ceiling for 3 weeks. So yeah, I know all about deer. Thank you very much. They might look soft and cuddly, but I'll tell you what, you hit them, they're not. They're bloody hard. This is a little village called Curtin, with a K, not with a C, not like Curtin. But talking about, it's like a Ronnie Corbett story, isn't it? Talking about curtains, there was a girl at school, I can remember her, and her surname was Curtin, and her first name was Annette. Honestly, I kid you not, Annette Curtin. What a name to give a kid, eh? I wonder what she's doing now. This bike is completely standard. It's not had any modifications, anything. It's got the original silencers on it. I quite like it because I had Harleys with loud pipes and they just drive you mad on a long run. So I decided to keep this one standard. I've got silencers for it. It's just nice. I don't know if you can even hear it on the microphone. It just burbles along. I've noticed the nights are drawing in now as well. We have to go into Felixstowe on the A14, so, and that likes them sort of roads. That's what it's made for. The only thing that happened with this was the alternator packs up. I had to have a new alternator on it. But when I bought this, it came with no warranty at all from the factory because it was not a UK model. I was surprised at that. Honda wouldn't stand by the warranty. but never needed it. Only for an alternator, but I mean, I bought that outright, so it's quite happy just burbling along like this at no speed at all. I say it doesn't go round corners, it does go round corners, but you can't go round corners like a sports bike. You can't do it on a like you can on a normal bike. It's not the sort of bike for that. It's just got too much rake. I mean, I can't even touch the headlight. It's miles away, you know. It's just... quick blast down the slip road, and we'll soon be in Felixstowe. Sitting there at 70, that's its ideal cruising speed. Well, it is for over here anyway, but it will sit at 90, as I know. I mean, this will scrub speed off with the brakes. I mean, it's a £700 motorbike, you know. I don't know why Americans measure everything in pounds, but they don't seem to do hundredweight or tons or anything like that. They seem to measure everything in pounds. And I don't even know if American pounds are the same size as ours. That's about as fast as you want to go round a roundabout with this. Yeah, so I'm just popping down to the little shop that's always open on a Sunday evening, I think. It's a very capable bike. I think you've got loads of wind noise because I'm sort of leaning back a bit. It's a very capable bike. Can't be bothered to chase after these people. What's the point? You start getting in battles with cars, you're going to lose. This is a cruiser, it's not a sports bike. Keep going for the 6th gear, but it's not there. If I put the screen on, which what it came from the factory with, it does 5 miles to the gallon less with the screen on. If I go any great distance, I'll put the screen on and the bags, the hard bags. But I'm not in any major rush anyway, so anybody coming around this way? No. The dreaded McDonald's. Yeah, so I've had nothing mechanical done or worked on this bike at all. It just works. It's had about 7 batteries But the batteries are tiny for a 1300cc bike with electric start. But they're 13 amp hour batteries, but they're really, really small, really tiny. And because they're lying on their side, they have to be gel batteries. So got to find somewhere to park here. Where can I park? That's double yellow lines, isn't it? I'll pull up on the pavement, I think. I'll go in here. I'll just pull up here. Don't even know if I'm supposed to be in here. There we go. Keys down here for this. Right, I'll go and get me tobacco and I'll see you on the next one. But there it is. The big old monster of a thing. But I quite like it still. It's got its purpose. But yeah, so watch out for the next video because it's another Royal Enfield. And a rare one. I'll take all this off now because they won't let me in the shop with the helmet on, I don't expect anyway. So alright, I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da, bye bye.